Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports for today's preview as the Bulls take on the Lions at Loftus on Wednesday, 4 o'clock South African time. It has been moved earlier as a result of the COVID-19 restrictions. We've now got a curfew in South Africa, which means that everything needs to be finished by 8 o'clock. And as such, the game has been moved to earlier. And it's a very big game. It is the Lions' last game of the group stages. They have already qualified for the semi-final. So the only thing they are playing for is to try and put themselves into contention for a potential home semi-final, which is a very important part because they have been much better at home. The altitude always plays a big part for them. So they really do need to go out and try and get a victory. For the Bulls, they are busy fighting to try and stay at the top of the log and to earn not only a home semi-final, but what would then become a home final if they were to win the semi. So there is pretty much, not equally incented, but both teams are quite highly incented to go and try and actually get a result. The Lions have named their side, whereas the Bulls have actually named an extended squad as a result of a couple of COVID-19 cases within the squad, and as such, Jake White has not yet to release his final 15. Before we look at the two sides, please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner, smash like on the video as well, jump in the comments, let me know what you think is going to go down in this very interesting midweek game. So, looking at the Lions first, in terms of the bench, Yannick du Plessis has come in place of Vian Hurst, who gets dropped out of the 23 completely. Carlos Sardi, Ruan Dre remain on the bench. Yannick du Plessis comes straight back into the starting lineup, which is interesting because I would have liked to have seen Carlos Sardi have been given a run from the get-go. Willem Alberts, Marvin Orie, the usual clock combination. Marlon Schoeman has come in place of Jaco Kriel, who's not in the 23 as well. Andre Warner, Vince Chatuka, Lema saying complete the loose trio. And then Andre Warner, Elton Yankees, that's the standard sort of combination, forming up quite nicely. Andre Warner's been very good since coming back from injury a couple of weeks ago. Cornels Cossans, Dean Pienaar, Tian Swanepoel, the back three is unchanged. However, the big change for the Lions is Dan Kriel will partner Burger Oendal in the midfield, which means there's no place for Wandisile Simelane in the starting lineup, which is a very interesting call. I'm not quite sure if it's a case of trying to rotate and trying to keep Wandisile Simelane fit and ready to go for the semi-finals, because for me, in what is quite an important game and quite a big game for the Lions to win, I don't understand why you keep your best attacking talent on the bench. Not the first time. He did struggle to get game time towards the beginning of the year, where Burger Oendal and Dan Kriel were the preferred centre combination. So I'm a little bit skeptical about that. I must admit, I would have liked to have seen Wandisile Simelane not playing, especially with Steban Gans, who's not going to be available for the Bulls. It would have been a very nice chance for Simelane to try and get a run and try and unlock that Bulls defense. In terms of the bench, it's pretty stock standard. Jan Henning Kamfer, Ruan Dre, Carlos Sardi, Reynard Nordnagel, Willem van der Slees is the usual bench. Ross Cornelius, Wandisile Simelane are the back replacements, and Frankie Horn comes into the bench. A nice, really good, talented youngster, so very nice to see that he will get an opportunity there. And then in terms of the Bulls, so as I said, there's no 23 that has been named. It is rather an extended squad. But the very big news is Lizo Gqoboka is back from injury, which is huge because he's a very talented player, and I think probably someone that they kind of missed maybe. Jacques van Nooyen is good, but I do think that Lizo is a better player. So it's a very big boost for them to have him back from injury. Apart from that, it's going to be, Morne Steins, Van van Zyl is available. Tim Agava is within the squad. So it's quite a stock stand squad. Look, the players that are missing: no Nizam Kar, as I said, no Steban Gans, no Angelo Davids. Sorry, not Angelo Davis, Curly Orenser in the squads up. So those are the big sort of absentees. How they will form up, we don't know, unfortunately. But we will be live tomorrow afternoon for the game itself. We'll be live at 4 o'clock, so make sure you come and jump in and hang out as we watch the game together. But the big battles for me will be the scrum battle. You're going to see probably Trevor Nyakane versus Dylan Smith. Dylan Smith has been scrumming particularly well since getting that starting as a result of Steve Story going off. And then it comes down to whether Lizo Gqoboka or Jacques van Nooyen will start up against Yannick du Plessis, who's obviously very experienced. And then the fly half battle, Morne Steyn probably starting ahead of the Elton Yankees. Two very contrasting style of fly halves, but both will want to try and impose themselves on the game and take control where they can. The loose trio battle should be very interesting. You've got the very physical loose trio of the Bulls as opposed to sort of the more mobile, especially Marlon Schoeman, more mobile and not necessarily more hardworking, but a bit better in the loose in the Lions. And especially something like Vincent Chatuka, who's played very well, could have a very nice battle up against either an Albrecht Lowe or an Arno Botha. So there are lots of individual battles which will be very interesting. But I think not having Stefan Guns and Currie Cup is a big loss for the Bulls. But yeah, so we have to wait and see how they're going to line up. They're probably going to line up with, I mean, it's the Bulls. They'll probably try and pick their biggest, meanest pack that they can, because that is a Jake White specialty and he's very openly to admit it. So I'm going to go Bulls by 7, which really, in fact, no, bugger that. I'm going to go Lions by 5. I'm going to back my Lions. Can't go against them. They haven't played very well. Pretty poor against the Pumas, but before that, we're playing very well. Hopefully, the Bulls will name a couple of replacements, a couple of rotations. I do think that Wanasina Similani should be starting, so I really hope that he gets at least a half an hour off the bench. I think he is a game changer, and we could very well need that, especially if the Lions do go down quite early. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the game down below in the comments. Smash a like on the video. Do subscribe. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you very soon.